Thank you, Mr. President. I've been listening to this really pretty intently. Mr. President, I am a diabetic. I'm not dependent on insulin. My son is a type 1 diabetic. He is dependent on insulin. This could have been his story, except for the fact that I've always been very well insured, and he has been in a very good job, so he has insurance. But when I saw this handout here, it made my hair stand on end. Insulin Lispro, you can look it up on Wikipedia. This was introduced in 1996. This is an old product. They're just cutting the price just to make everyone feel good. But the problem is that this product is $20 and $30 in almost any other country. It is a product that we have been overpaying for years. And when we talk about, in the second to the last paragraph, the biggest savings will go to patients who are uninsured, have high deductible health insurance, or have Medicare Part D plans. Medicare Type Part D are old people. And you know, old people should not be taking this insulin. Something that you need to know about insulin is that it has a speed, a peak, and a duration. This product has a very fast peak. It starts working in 15 minutes. It peaks in about an hour. It lasts for 2 to 3 hours. There are insulins that last up to 36 hours and don't peak anywhere near this. And as Senator Jensen said, if you go low in your sugar, there's a much higher chance of death. And that's what will happen if you take this product and take just a tiny bit too much, or if you wait before you eat. We've all known people who were diabetics that carried a chocolate bar with them, or carried something that was sweet, or carried products that the doctors give them to counteract low blood sugar. This is the product that causes low blood sugar. This is the product that should not be given to older people, to younger people who have to administer it themselves, or people who are just learning how to manage their diabetes. I have to say that this is a moral issue. We aren't here except for the fact that this young man could not afford his insulin. So we're trying to figure out how to get him access to the things he needs to keep him alive. I've heard this so many times from my son, that this is my life I'm dealing with. He can't go out on the beach with his insulin because the sun will heat it up and render it unusable. He can't let it go a long time without having it refrigerated, or it will become unusable. These are the kinds of things that those people have to think about every day of their life. And what we need to do is we need to make it easier, like other countries have already done. Maybe even other states, because in California, where my son lived up until Christmas time, there was something called pharmaceutical discretion. He could go to a pharmacist and they would give him insulin, and he did it several times because they were changing insurance companies. Now he's moved up to Seattle. Pharmaceutical discretion is available there too, and so is Canada. So he can drive up to Canada and get what costs him $300 list price in the United States for $25 in Canada. We have to make an issue of this immoral pricing of a life-saving medication. And I think Senator Wickland is doing the right thing to bring attention to this. And I have to say that Senator Little put the right spin on it here, that this is really important to a lot of people. It's important to me, and it's important, it's life and death to my son. Thank you, Mr. President.